Welcome back, students. In the first part of the Peninsular Plateau video, we had studied about the location and extent, geological history of Peninsular Plateau, as well as the Central Highlands and its characteristics. Today, we will be studying the other two divisions of the Great Peninsular Plateau. They are Deccan Plateau and Northeastern Plateau, as well as the hill ranges of the Peninsular Plateau. The Deccan Plateau, which consists of Deccan Trap, Satpura Range, Maikala Range, Mahadev Range, Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. Let's discuss about the Deccan Plateau. The Deccan Plateau is the largest plateau of India. The term Deccan is derived from Sanskrit word Dakkan, which means southern. It lies to the south of Narmada River, covering up the majority of the southern part of the country. It covers an area of about 7 lakh square kilometer. The average height of this region is about 500 to 1000 meters above the sea level. The entire plateau is slightly tilted towards east. Because of this, most of the rivers like Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri flow from west to east. This region is roughly inverted triangular in shape with its base on the north and apex in the south. The Deccan Plateau is bordered by the Satpura Range along with Maikala Range and Mahadev Hills in the north, the Western Ghats in the west, and Eastern Ghats in the east. The Deccan Trap is volcanic in origin and is made up of horizontal layers of solidified lava forming trap structure with step-like appearance. The sedimentary layers are also found in these layers. The whole Deccan Plateau is made up of basalt and granite rocks having a region of highlands with typically vast stretches of flat areas on top like table, which are also known as tabletop. The Deccan Plateau further subdivided into Maharashtra Plateau, Karnataka Plateau, Telengana Plateau and Eastern Plateau. Coming to Maharashtra Plateau. The Maharashtra Plateau lies to the northwestern part of the Deccan Plateau. The western limits is marked by the Western Ghats and is characterized by its horizontal basaltic lava sheet, which is the result of fissures type of volcanic activity. Therefore, it is known as the Deccan Trap. The maximum thickness of this basalt is supposed to be around 2 kilometers. The basalt rock of this region are formed by the lava then poured out from number of fissures and spread over the region. The average altitude of the plate ranges from 400 to 600 meters. This plateau is drained by the rivers like River Krishna as well as River Godavari. The next is Karnataka Plateau region, which is also called as Mysore Plateau region, which is divided into Western Hilly Country or Maidan and Malnad region. The average height of this plateau is around 600 to 900 meters, covering an area of about 1,89,000 square kilometer. The general direction of the slope of the plateau is from west to east. It is mainly composed of ancient volcanic rocks like granite, schist. River Godavari, River Krishna and Kaveri drains this plateau. Next is the Telengana Plateau. It is located along the eastern and northeastern side of Karnataka Plateau, covering an area of about 1,48,000 square kilometer. It is drained by the river Godavari, Krishna and Pennuru. The average elevation of this area ranging between 300 to 600 meters. The next subdivision of the Deccan Trap is the Eastern Plateau. It is located in the eastern part of Maharashtra Plateau, covering the states like Chhattisgarh and Orissa. The Eastern Plateau comprises of three subdivisions. They are Mahanadi Basin, which is relatively low-lying region and surrounded by hilly region or plateau like Chota Nagpur. The Dandakaranya region lies to the south of Chhattisgarh state and southwest part of Orissa and is drained by the river Indravati, and this region is rich in iron ore deposit. The Garjat hills occupy the northwestern part of Orissa and is drained by the river Brahmani and Baitani. Diomali is the highest peak in Garjat hills. Let's discuss about the borders of this Deccan Trap. We'll start with Satpura Ranges. These ranges include Satpura Hills along with Mahadev and Maikala Hills. These ranges are of block mountains, together constitute the northern boundary of the Deccan Plateau. Literally, Satpura means 7 mountains. It runs in an east-west direction located between Narmada and Tapi river. It stretches for about 900 kilometers. Dhupgarh, located in Mahadev Hills, is the highest peak. The Pachmari Hill Station is also located in Mahadev Hills. The Amarkantaka and Bhamanagar are the highest peaks in Maikala range. The next one is the Western Ghats. Western Ghats are also known as Sahyadri. These are the mountain ranges which run continuously parallel to the western coast from Satmala Hills in the north to Kanyakumari in the south for a distance of about 1600 kilometers. The average elevation of these Western Ghats is around 1000 to 1200 meters. It traverses through the 6 states. They are Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu, and covers an area of about 1,38,600 square kilometers. This is the cross section of Western Ghats. They lie close to Arabian Sea with a steep western slopes and have gentle slope towards the east. In this picture, we can also see the Peninsular Plateau and the rain shadow area. Based on the variation in the height, Western Ghats are further divided into Northern Western Ghat, Central Western Ghats, Nilgiris, and Southern Western Ghats. The Western Ghat also has passes and peaks. The most important passes are Tal Ghat, Bhor Ghat, and Pal Ghat. Pal Ghat is the largest mountain pass of South India. South of Nilgiri, the Western Ghat continues further to the south of Pal Ghat Gap. There are three important ranges in this section. They are Anamala Hill, Cardamom Hill, and Palani Hill. The famous hill station Kodaikanal is located in Palani Hills. The Western Ghat has many highest peaks like Harichandragarh, Mahabaleshwar, Salher, Kalsubai, Kudremukha, Mullayanagiri, Pushpagiri, Doddabetta, which is the highest peak in the central Western Ghats, Anaimudi, it is the highest peak in Peninsular Plateau, Agastyamalai is the highest peak in Cardamom Range. The next one is the Eastern Ghat. The Eastern Ghats are discontinuous ranges of mountains along the Indian eastern coast. They are irregular as well as dissected by the rivers like Mahanadi, the Godavari, the Krishna, and the river Kaveri. The Eastern Ghats runs from West Bengal state in the north through Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, to Tamil Nadu in the south, passing some parts of Karnataka as well as Telangana. They are the eastern boundaries of Deccan Plateau. They are not continuous like Western Ghats, but merely groups of hills. The average height of Eastern Ghat is around 600 meters. The Eastern Ghats are also divided into northern section and southern sections. The northern section includes the hills of Odisha and North Andhra Pradesh, in which the Ghats have maximum altitude. The average height is around 900 to 1200 meters. The important peaks in northern Eastern Ghats are Meghasani, Malaygiri, Mahendragiri, and Jindagarh. Jindagarh is the highest peak in northern Eastern Ghat. The southern Eastern Ghat has an average height of about 600 to 1000 meters. The important peaks of Eastern Ghat are Nallamala, Vellikonda, Palkonda, Nagari Hills, Chevroy Hills, Sheshachalam, Javdi Hills, Malay Mahadeshwara, Bilagiri Rangana Hills are some of the important peaks in southern Eastern Ghats. This is the cross section through the Peninsular Plateau, showing sharp relief contrast between Western and Eastern Ghat margins. Here we can see the average height of the Western Ghat is more than the Eastern Ghat. Coming to the third most important division of Peninsular Plateau, that is Northeastern Plateau, which consists Shillong and Karbi Anglong Plateau, which is also known as Karbi Meghalaya Plateau. It is in fact considered these plateaus are the extension of the central plateaus. It extends further east beyond Rajmahal Hills, that is from Meghalaya or Shillong Plateau to Karbi Anglong Plateau. Garo Rajmahal gaps separate these plateaus from the main block. These are originally two different plateaus, Karbi Anglong and Meghalaya Plateau. It is believed that due to the force exerted by the northeast movement of the Indian plate at the time of Himalayan origin, a huge fault was created between the Rajmahal Hills and Karbi Meghalaya Plateau. Later, this depression was filled up by the depositional activity of numerous rivers like Ganga and Brahmaputra. Its western boundary more or less coincide with Bangladesh border. The western, central and the eastern part of these plateaus are also known as Garo Hills, Khasi Jainath Hills and Mikri Hills. Nokrek in Tura Hills is the highest peak of Shillong Plateau. Both the wettest places of India, namely Mausindram and Cherrapunji, are in Khasi Hills. Dear students, with this we come to an end of Peninsular Plateau Part 2. Thank you.